Welcome to another edition of Probability with Collodi and Collodi. This is Mr. Collodi, and this is
Catherine Collodi.
That's right. Okay, homework number 7, review. You're going to need your reference sheet. Pause the video and get your reference sheet right now so you can follow along. All right, so this entire homework utilizes the formula, the additional formula, the probability of A or B. Bottom line, if you see the word or, the word or tells you to add. Or tells you to add. You take the probability of A plus the probability of B, and then subtract anything you may have counted twice, which is called the probability of A and B. So, and if there is no A and B, that means that the two events are mutually exclusive or disjoint. So the probability that when you roll 2 dice, the sum is 11 or the sum is 8. Have your 2 dice chart handy. There are 2 ways out of 36 for the sum to be 11. Plus or means plus. There are 5 ways out of 36 for the sum to be 8. And you cannot roll a sum of 11 and 8 at the same time, so there is no overlap. So you just add and get 7 over 36. Done with number 1. Number 2, the sum is even. There are 18 sums that are even on a 2 dice chart. The 2, the 4s, the 6s, the 8s, the 10s, and the 12. Or the sum is a multiple of 6. What are the multiples of 6? 6 and 12. So how many 6s and how many 12s are there combined? There are 6 out of 36. Minus anything we may have counted twice. Well, hold on. 6 and 12 are both even numbers, so we counted both of them in both groups. So it's redundant, but we're going to subtract away the 6 out of 36 that we just counted up, and we'll be left with 18 out of 36, which is 1/2. Done and done. The sum is 12, or the sum equals 9. There's one sum of 12, plus there are 4 sums of 9, and they are mutually exclusive events, so we're left with 5 over 36. Because 4 plus 1 is? That's right. The sum is even again, so that's 18 out of 36. Or plus the sum is a multiple of 5, that's 5 and 10. So there's, overall, there's 7, 5, and 10s out of 36. Minus anything that's part of both groups, which in this case are the 10s. How many 10s are there? There's 3 of them. So 3 minus the 3 10s out of 36, and I'm left with 22 over 36, or 11 over 18. That's an 11, and that's an 18, sorry. There we go. The sum is 9, or the sum is 11. There's 4 9s out of 36, plus there's 2 11s out of 36, and there is no overlap, so that's 6 out of 36, which is 1/6. The sum is even again, 18 out of 36. Or the sum is a multiple of 4. That's 4, 8, and 12. I think we're going to smell redundancy here because these are all even numbers, but overall there's 9, 4s, 8s, and 12s. And yes, you're going to subtract all 9 of them because all 9 of them are also even numbers. And so how did that 18 get there? Where did that come from? And so then we're left with 18 out of 36, which is 1/2. That'll be a mystery. How did that 18 get there? Okay. Oh, that's why it's sliding down with us. See that? I've never seen that happen before. All right. So let's get out of that. The sum equals 8, or the sum equals 5. All right, there are 5 8s in a 2 dice chart, plus there are 4 5s in a 2 dice chart. There's no overlap, so that's 9 out of 36, which is 1/4. And last but not least for this, the sum is even again. Boy, I was boring with my choices. 18 out of 36 plus a multiple of 3, which are 3, 6, 9, and 12. So there are 12 of those numbers out of 36. Altogether, there are 12, 3, 6, 9s, and 12s. How many of them are even? The 6s and the 12s. How many of those are there? There are 6. So minus 6 out of 36, and I'm left with 24 over 36, which reduces to 2/3. Done with the first 8 problems in the front side. Questions? Good. Move right along. Questions? Email me about them. All right, so now we go on to the back side. Now we are drawing a card. Please have your reference sheet to the cards handy. How many cards are both red and odd? There is no formula for this. It's how many are part of both. So how many odd numbers are there? There's ones, threes, fives, sevens, and nines, except I'm mistaken. There is no 1 in a deck of cards. Silly me. So there's just 3s, 5s, 7s, and 9s. How many of those are red? The diamonds and the hearts. So 2 of each. So 2, 2, 2, and 2. That's 8 numbers out of the 52 decks in a card, or 52 cards in a deck, sorry. And that's 2 out of 13. Good, good, good. How many cards are black or an even number? The even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. All right, so how many cards, and then there's the word or, so this is the addition rule. How many cards are black cards? 26 out of 52. Plus, how many cards are even? There's 4 of each of these, so 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. That's 20 cards out of 52. Minus, half of these cards are black and half of these cards are red. So while there are 20 cards altogether that are 2s, 4s, 6s, 8s, and 10s, 10 of them are black, and we counted them twice. The other 10 are red. And so we're left with 36 out of 52, or 9 over 13. 4 questions left. Face card and red. There is no formula for and questions. How many red face cards are there? We have the jacks, we have the queens, and we have the kings. 2 of each are red. 2 jacks, 2 queens, and 2 kings. The diamonds and the hearts. So that's 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's 6 out of 52, or 3 over 26. Keep understanding, there is no formula for and questions. You're just thinking of the overlap. What's part of both groups? An ace or a black card. Now we're using the formula here. There are 4 aces out of 52, plus there are 26 out of 52 black cards, half the deck, minus, are there any black aces? Yes. The ace of clubs and the ace of spades, so minus 2 out of 30, 2 out of 52, apologies. And so you're left with 30 minus 2, 28 out of 52, or 7 over 13. 2 more questions. Red, oh, did it again. How does that do that? I don't know. Here, let's erase there. For some reason, it's moving along with it. All right, so red and black. If you draw one card from a deck, can that card be both red and black at the same time? No, that's impossible. Probability is 0. And last but not least, red or black. There are 26 red cards in the deck out of 52, plus 26 black cards out of 52, and there is no overlap because a card cannot be red and black at the same time, so nothing to subtract. So that's all 52 cards out of 52, which is 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the homework. You want to say goodnight?
Bye.
Have a nice day.